Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I got a question from a subscriber, and the subscriber sent a donation. So remember, guys, if you want to make sure that your question is answered, that it's guaranteed that it will be answered, make sure you click the link below and send me your question and send a donation with the question. All right. So this one says, "Hey, Mr. Locario, I went out to a bar/club for the first time Friday night with a few guys. For a friend's birthday. It was definitely a different experience. All the flashing lights, loud music, and of course tons of people everywhere. So I wasn't really feeling it. I had one drink and basically just sat/stood around, looking around and talking to the guys I went with. The only guy I'm cool with out of the four others I came with was the birthday boy, and he made me look like a pussy. Out of us two, I have much more experience with chicks and all, have had sex, etc. And he has yet to get laid. But yet he showed me up by dancing with two chicks and making out with one of them. Honestly, it made me feel some type of way. I feel like I lost all of what confidence I did have. I was out of my element. What should I do to make my next time going out more of a success?" All right, so basically, the reason why you didn't have a good time is because you're comparing yourself to your friend. And what happened is that you thought that you were better than him, or that you were cooler than him, or whatever you want to, call it. And since he was out, doing his thing, dancing with some girls, making out, that made you question yourself, because you basically looked at your self-worth in relation to him. You understand? So you said, well, I got more experience than this guy, so I feel good about that. That's how you felt about yourself. You feel good about feeling like you have more experience than your friend. So when your friend was doing, some shit with these chicks, it made you feel bad because you put your friend in this box to make it seem as if, well, I'm doing better than this guy. So when he was actually doing more things than you in that situation, it made you feel bad about yourself. And see, this is what happens with a lot of guys in the game, and just people in general. A lot of times, when you compare yourself to other people, you are basically doing a disservice to yourself, because what's happening is that your ego is telling you, that, hey, I'm like this and I'm like that and I'm so cool and I do this and I do that. And then when you look at someone else who you feel is doing better than you, either, consistently or just in that moment, then you feel bad about yourself. You don't feel confident. You feel like, you ain't shit. This is why you were saying that, oh, he made me feel like a pussy and he showed me up and all this other stuff. But what was really happening was that your friend was just doing his thing. And you basically were sitting there trying to compare yourself to him, and that made you feel bad about you. See, in the game, what you need to understand is that it's really all about you, meaning you trying to make things happen for yourself. And it doesn't matter what anyone else is doing. See, by you comparing yourself to other people, you're never going to be comfortable. You're never going to be really, truly confident, because you're going to always find somebody who's doing more than you. And then that you feel bad about yourself. And then you're always going to find someone or people you're doing better than, or you probably have more skills than this person. You probably have more things going for you than this person or these people. And then that's going to make you feel good about yourself. Either way, it's not a very beneficial thing for you to be in that mind state. You understand? Because what happens is that when you're comparing yourself to these other people, you are basically, making your sense of well-being, or you feeling good about yourself, dependent on the people around you and the situations that you're in. So next time you go to a club or a bar or something like that, just focus on, just chilling and having a good time, regardless of what's happening or regardless of what everybody else is doing. Because what happens is also is that you're trying to prove something to yourself, right? Because you probably came into the spot and you're like, oh, there's some chicks here, and I should go up and talk to these girls. And you probably hesitated to talk to a couple girls. You probably saw some chicks you wanted to talk to, but you didn't. And then you were just like, oh, I'm not really feeling this vibe. This place sucks. It's too crowded. Or you were coming up with all these different things in your head to rationalize why you weren't taking action. And then you saw your friend taking action. And then you felt like, because you're probably thinking, well, I'm not taking action, but my boy over here, at least, I know that he's not going to get any action, so I don't got to feel too bad. And then when he was getting some action, you was like, what the fuck is going on? And that made you feel insecure, and that fucked with your confidence. Because in order for you to feel good, he had to stay in that box you put him in. That box of, he doesn't have as much experience as you. But here you are, Mr. I have more experience than him, but he's doing more shit than you in that situation. You understand? But it shouldn't matter that he's doing that type of stuff in that situation. You understand? Because what he's doing or not doing shouldn't have any effect on you. What another person's doing or not doing should not have any effect on you. And the thing is that you're never, ever, 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 ever going to have a good time if this is how you sort of, move through life, where you're constantly comparing yourself to other people. Because even if you're comparing yourself to people you're doing quote unquote better than, you're making your happiness or your confidence or your sense of well-being be based off of you doing quote unquote better than the next guy. And then what's going to happen is that, let's say when you see somebody doing better than you, you're going to have to start hating on them, because that's a threat to you feeling good about you. This is why you have people who, they'll see somebody doing good and they'll just try to put them down. All of a sudden you're like, why is this person hating? They hating because they need you to be below them. You understand? They need you to not be doing as good as them so that they can feel better about themselves. And see, that's, where you're coming from at this point, right? So don't compare yourself to anybody. You understand? And let's take it even a step further. Don't even compare yourself to yourself. Because what happens is that you might be the type of person, let's say, like, let's use this example where, you go out, you go to a party or a club and you're talking to some girls or whatever, and everything's flowing, the vibe is right. You're getting girls' numbers, you're making out with them. You even probably, took a chick home or whatever. And then you don't go out for a while, and then it's been 2 months since you've really been out. Then you go out again, and now you're trying to compete with yourself from the last time you went out. Because you're like, damn, the last time I went out, I hollered at 10 chicks, and right now I ain't really hollering at nobody. I'm feeling kind of nervous, and oh man, like I'm starting to get bad, and I guess I suck now, and I'm not as good as I was before. And you see what I'm saying? Now you're comparing yourself to yourself, and now you're not having a good time in that moment in the new situation because you're trying to outdo yourself from last time. Do you see what I'm saying? So just whenever you are out, whenever you're doing anything, relax, enjoy the moment, and stop trying to, feed your ego by looking at yourself a certain way and comparing yourself to other people. It's a waste of time. Enjoy the moment and have fun no matter what's happening. Right? So if you're at a bar and you're talking to some chicks, or at a club you're talking to some girls, have fun with that. If you're there and you're not talking to any chicks, have fun still. You understand? Don't be looking for all these different outside things to, make you feel good about you. Right? And so that's how you have fun the next time. You just go and you enjoy yourself regardless of what is happening or what's not happening. And stop comparing yourself to other people. Stop, trying to, one up someone, or to, you're saying, oh, he showed me up, and no, none of that stuff. Like, you got to get that stuff out your head. You got to just enjoy the moment, enjoy yourself, and stop trying to keep score and doing all this other, garbage. You feel me? So that's pretty much it. Again, thanks for your donation. Guys, if you have any more questions, make sure you click the link below. Send me some questions, and I'll holler at you guys later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.
Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below so you can send me a question and I'll do a video on it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which gives you 7 tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy to follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.